Yes.
Been a long time. Shouldn't have left you without a dope beat.
It's steel.
But you can't be any geek off the street. Gotta be handy with the steel, if you know what I mean.
Keep it real.
Keeping it real.
Hello and welcome to the channel. My name is Steven and this is Steel Keeping It Real. So you know what today is.
We interrupt this program to bring you a special report.
You know, last night I had done a video where I did a Meatloaf video, and I was going to do the song I'd Do Anything for Love, but I won't do that. And I was doing the research and I found out that Michael Bay had directed that video. It was like the video, he was doing music videos before he decided or was chosen to direct Bad Boys, the first movie.
Get the fuck out of here.
And I was trying to use a funny little clip and I went and checked. I remembered that he was in an ERB with like Steven Spielberg and Alfred Hitchcock and Quentin Tarantino and all these other kind of people. And when I went to go get that clip, all of a sudden I found out that, hey, Epic Rap Battles of History have a new video. And I was like,
You gotta be fucking kidding.
Because it had been 2 years since I had done an Epic Rap Battle of History video. And, you know, I started doing this after COVID, and roughly around COVID is when Epic Rap Battles of History kind of went on hiatus. And so prior to that, I never thought I was going to do a reaction of Epic Rap Battles. So I had seen all the ones that came before that.
Yeah.
And so, you know what, I like having new things to react to. So I decided, because they came out with one 13 days ago, I'd go ahead and do a reaction to that one.
Always like to keep my audience riveted.
And this one is Henry Ford versus Karl Marx. Now, I know a little bit about Henry Ford. Of course, he made the car way back in the early 1900s. And I know Karl Marx would have been somewhere around that same time frame. And Karl Marx was Russian, and he was he was Russian, and he was a person who had his own type of philosophy, which, you know, people call Marxism. And, you know, I know about that. So, but I also know they were both considered kind of ruthless people. I mean, Henry Ford, you know, when you're a business person and you're making the car and the Model T from back in the day, and you're, you know, all the way up until now, here we are in the 21st century, and there are still Ford cars being sold on the road to this day. You know, you have a big legacy. I could only imagine where these guys are going to go to, and I could only imagine what kind of history I'm going to learn from this particular video, because one of the things that these guys do, Epic Lloyd and I can't remember the other guy, that they do is they do their history. So these little bars and quips and back and forth actually have some more punch to them when you do have the history behind them. So I'm looking forward to listening to this. So if you like videos like this and others on my channel, please don't forget to hit the like button, the subscribe button, and the notification button, because I'm trying to do at least 10 videos each and every week. So, without any further ado, here is Epic Rap Battles of History, Henry Ford versus Karl Marx.
It's showtime.
Epic Rap Battles of History. Henry Ford versus Karl Marx.
Mr. Motor City needs some medicine red. My lines are a production, your lines are bred. Disassembling timepieces is how I got my start now. Watch me tear your ideology apart. You scream, unite the workers, free the class slaves. Lose your chain, trade them in for mass graves. I would stop it. Wow, appalling amounts of body bag. When a world leader likes you, that's a red flag. I produce with my two hands, you're a destitute tramp. Scheming to trade bootstraps in for food stamps. Any press person tried to seize my private property will catch a torn prince to his private parts properly. Who takes advice from a broke slob? It's laughable. I wouldn't wipe my tailpipe with your DOS capital. If you'd saved a penny for his daughter you named Jenny, you might not have needed to bury quite so many.
Who's that proud young Hungarian heavy drinking card carrying? Future thinking legal letter Inca proletarian? It's Karl Marx. Prepare to be rhinestone. I'm dropping you like Hitler dropped your name in Mein Kampf. My codes of didn't cause mass grave. We did get that from books, but you didn't read shit. Your self-made man studies from a tourist. Your daddy's two hands gave you a free fucking course. You were the first of 6 kids till the 7th killed your mother. Maybe that's why you spied at your workers like Big Brother. Your Model T, total lack of style is killing me. They can take shit from you according to ability. Do what your first car can't and back up. Beating me is like your city in Brazil. Nuts!
Don't step that close without some beard shampoo, son. You lived in Cologne. Look like you could've used some. I drip a style like a dipstick drips oil. You look as sick as your chronic dick boil. I'm mass producing abuse on a utopian hobo. I'm throwing you for loops like the F in my logo. I gave men work, you brought nothing but harm. Take your blues, my pig shit back to Animal Farm.
Your factory conditions were bleak. Cramped with machines, cranking out 4 severed fingers a week. You controlled what employees could think, drink, and eat. And when they marched for better wages, shot them dead in the street. In truth, what you produced were alienated working men who would clock into Detroit and lose themselves like Eminem. And now your Great Lakes state ain't exactly a great sight. You were West of Michigan and Flint's water pipes.
You gripes about oppression, don't leave me impressed. You're not hot, Carl, that's just shit on your chest. For a man to state less, you got an awful lot to say. I pay you $5 a day to go away. Your buddy Engels bankrolled you with this textile bill. I guess the capitalists are cool when they're paying your bills. You're a hypocrite, a nitwit who's love with substance issues. Step off your soapbox, take the soap with you.
Look, dummy, shedding money is the communist vision. Engels' bank was the crank that got the revolution spinning. We gave everything to see the common people advance. I'm so down for the cause, I even pawned my own pants. You grew so out of touch, you sabotaged your only kid. It's a stomach cancer showed more love than you did. So congrats, your legacy is in ashes. Remembered as the fascist sympathizing cause of climate change and car crashes. From your newspaper to your Nazi factory, cross the pond. Frankly, Hank, it's clear as which side you are on. This battle's been applauded like that hemorrhage in your head. I leave a floor as expected, found on road dead.
Hold on! Hold yeah!
All right, so now that is over with, I'm trying to decide on who won, because there was a lot of things that was said about Henry Ford that, you know, most people probably didn't know, about, you know, his son, about, you know, what he did with his workers. I remember watching something, there was something on the History Channel years ago, you know, that talked about the men who built America. And I remember them talking about the Henry Ford, and I remember about the protests and the things where they sent in, you know, people to beat up and kill people that were, you know, on the picket lines, or, you know, trying to unionize and all that other kind of stuff. So I did know about that, and it is a big stain on the legacy, as well as, you know, Henry Ford siding with Nazis before he realized, you know, what was going on. You backed the wrong horse. Yet here it is, the company still surviving to this day, just like Volkswagen and just like, you know, Mercedes are still to this day, even though they had some, you know, something to do with, you know, World War II. Karl Marx, on the other hand, I didn't know too much about Karl Marx, but he had some pretty good ones as well. I didn't know about all of his, you know, all of his daughters' names. He said if you had a penny for all your daughters named Jenny, something about that, and I was like, I didn't even know that, anything about Karl Marx and his family, and, you know, his boils on his. It all stands to reason. About, you know, all the things that were said. So, you know, I'm not doing this strictly for the fact that, you know, Henry Ford was American, because, you know, I don't necessarily side with with people who are Nazi sympathizers. When I grew up, one of my heroes that I remember doing a book report on in school was Charles Lindbergh. And, the whole thing about his baby, kind of, intrigued me. There's the word. Intrigued me. And then, when I find out later on, because certain stuff they don't teach in schools, that Charles Lindbergh was a Nazi sympathizer, it's like, you know what? There goes that. So, if I'm just going bars for bars, I have to go with Henry Ford. I really, really do. I have to go with Henry Ford because his legacy has lasted a lot longer than Karl Marx. People talk of Marxism, and I think Marxism basically turned into almost like communism. But now it's his Marxism and his ideas and things like that aren't as to the forefront of what communism is, and to the fact that there's hardly any communism left. I mean, China's communism, there's a lot of people in China, and North Korea, but that's almost about it. Everybody else has given up on the communism because everybody wants to be capitalist. Everybody wants to make as much money as they can, and people are very selfish these days. They don't really want to share. I'm not saying all people, you know what I mean. There's an ideology now, especially with capitalism. When capitalism came into play, where somebody was like, I can make as much money as I want. Yeah, you can when it comes to capitalism, but then there are other things that go with it. But you look at somebody like Elon Musk, and here's a guy with billions upon billions of dollars, and that affords you the opportunity to almost do whatever you want, be as hedonistic as you would like to be, and you can tell everybody to
go yourself.
Yeah, they don't like what you're doing. So there's that. So that's what I'm saying. What do you guys think? I would like to know where you guys are on this whole epic rap battles of history, this particular battle. Please leave a comment down below as to who you thought won this. And maybe if you want to go into a little bit of writing, I know some of y'all hate to write. Maybe some of you like to do manifestos in the comment section.
Get 'em.
But if you have your reason, put it in the comment down below. I do read all the comments. So, if you are still here, I thank you very much for staying tuned. I really do appreciate it. First and foremost, I want you guys to like the videos as much as I like making them for you. After that, all you need to do to help me out with the channel is to like, subscribe, share, and comment. Peace.